Sometimes I miss it, and then I remember.
Okay, what do we got?
We were fools to
Is the last gonna embarrass himself again?
No, it was good. Do you remember Ember Spirit with like?
Okay, they're playing very easy lineup. Lifesteal built in BKB, DK offline one of the easiest, Zeus mid one of the easiest heroes. They're playing literally the easiest possible heroes.
Why? I don't know. Dota has these patches would come out and we have a week of something completely broken, and then it goes and you're like, I miss it. I wish this.
Okay, real question. You're saying a week of things being completely broken. Do you miss the Ricky sleep dart?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, of course you didn't. Yeah, no, of course you didn't think it was that bad.
Right? I don't know, like the scum of the earth, you know? It's like, of course you. It's like, hey, there are a few things I didn't like, but that wasn't. I didn't say it was good. I just said it wasn't as bad, you know?
Yeah, it just seems to be like I come up with, you know, I mentioned something that was broken, and you just turn and go, yeah, no, I actually enjoyed that. You know, no, that was fine.
If it is a stomp, I'm out.
That.
Well, clearly,
I'm not finishing to get me stomped.
So, 2 for 2 in terms of bounty ruins. No,
which is unlikely though.
Trian starting off with the arc.
It's such an easy lineup.
I'm okay with this. I do miss the days when we had the passive affect all your spells, but I do think the Heavenly Jump is also a nice change for the hero because you were just a little bit too
advanced play.
Too easy to kill. So give me a bit more
block into tower.
Some people say it's a bit too much power creep. You know, everyone gets some ability, but it's. I don't know. I feel like you kind of need it.
Zeus E was literally like 4 years ago, little bro.
Thing, right, that if you lock down the hero, I mean, early on, we talked about in the last game.
Zeus was a hero that didn't see any competitive play for like literally 8 years.
Items like that. He
deserved an E jump.
4K health, but early on, you know, the weakness is still that if you lock the hero down with stuns, he does still die quickly. It's just that if you don't have that lockdown, he has just a way to escape now.
And I mean, by the bottom lane, they were going hard over there on Hanskin. We're trying to get trying to make space for Charlie, and that's all right so far. I was gonna say look at the CS, but it's only been a minute, so very early here. S4.
He is taking some harass. And not again. Is it gonna be a soaring to come out?
That's not true. I've played it a lot before you jump. Shut the f up. Little bro, you're wrong.
I mean, you
think Zeus was competitive hero?
With the level 1 Dragon Blood.
Shut your yapper right now.
Is good defensively, but it means you don't get much value out of your mana early on. You can't harass Shugitsu with it, for example. But just wants to make sure he gets as much regen as possible.
Okay. And with that lane as well, I mean, we've talked about the ranged hero having that bodyguard support, but in this lane it is going to be the 8A. Do you feel like the Dragon Knight Grimstroke combo is enough to get on top of and kill them with the Dragon Tail into maybe the Inkswell, Stroke of Fate slowdown as well?
Unlikely. It's if you can get close, you can get killed.
They're actually winning the lanes now.
Right? Like,
DK off lane.
About dead shot. You put
that's an easy off lane. I'm gonna play that hero off lane.
You have to deal with one.
It's pretty boring.
Of them are ideal. Dead shot pushes
a little bit too easy for my taste.
Cold feet into the corner now as well. They're going to have that silence of dead shot.
Oh my god.
Enough to get the stun off. It will be able to get the lockdown onto the Dragon Knight. Inkswell from Pablo. Pablo might just throw his body.
Pablo, what the f are you doing? Oh my god, dude. What the f are they doing?
The furry fire, but again, no, the stick charge still gets it in the end of Mali.
I might call it, yes. My dogs are getting angry as well.
Connect, but it pushes S4 further and further away, so they aren't going to be able to get the kill onto the Dragon Knight, but still, they do pick up first blood against the Grimstroke.
I gotta say, Navi played that so well. Like, firstly, they got the cold feet on. The way
the dogs are getting angry.
Then they did shot him back into the cold feet's range, and S4 lost like 80% of his health from doing that. That is really impressive how they were able to coordinate together. And then they also got first blood, so they saved themselves from the aggression. Very powerful start by Navi in the top lane. And look at S4 CS. I was kind of looking, I was like, 18, 17. And then I was like, what, 5?
5, yeah. Pablo coming through. Again, Inkswell is going to be... He's trying to get the move speed from that one. And no proc on the cold feet just yet. But yeah, I did ask you the question. It feels like...
I wonder what he's from Pablo one time in a Pablo Lul. Pablo is probably the best alliance player.
Big tanky hero. Feels like he can't
Ortiz is little garbage, no offense.
Without taking a lot of harass either.
He's tanky, but he doesn't feel... Have you ever felt like Toragna is just not as tanky as something like a Brewmaster? You know, it's like, he's got a lot... Firstly, he doesn't have that much health, to be frank with you. He's got a lot of regen and armor, but it's not actual health. It's like a decent amount. He doesn't have that extra movement speed, those stats, resistances, those extra move. Like he's just kind of a bit tanky. That's it.
Yeah.
Getting stomped
the
in lane.
longer the fight goes on, the better for him. But the quick burst comes through, and he can't really stand up to it. As in the river, they're trying to go into Zayats. Well, Zayats is actually going to try and go into them to maybe get the Diod out. Nightmare will be using Zayats. Just walks
That
himself
kind of
away.
hurts.
Hanskin, yeah, he doesn't have any lockdown. He's not going to be able to get the kill. Keep him locked down with that Nether Ward being down, and Zayats just walks himself away.
Bit of a problem. They weren't able to get that ball refill on Chuyen, so the Zeus, one of them goes to Zayak, and one of them goes to Melajul, and it's like Zeus is like, I'm thirsty.
Well, you'll have to wait. Yeah, man. But you know, you don't always get what you want.
Okay, finally a good pull.
I mean, to be fair, in terms of the lore, Zeus always gets what he wants. Said, oh, he's taking a few hits, but
that's a lot of damage.
Wasn't that the thing? Lore-wise, he doesn't get what he wants because he's been turned back into a mortal, or did he turn himself back into a mortal?
He needs.
I don't know. Again, I
refill
his
badly.
wife turned him mortal. He's never. And all the lore I know, it's usually Zeus. You know, he kind of
Unemployed Kuma, you made a big mistake because you need to prove it.
Makes the person he's naughty with suffer.
If you don't prove it, you get permabanned.
We're gonna screw the goat.
Well, here's the thing, right? That oh god, we're making a dive into Greek mythology now as well.
Oh my god!
A lot of the myths from the gods like that punish the mortals, they came from someone called Ovid or Ovid, he was very anti-establishment, so he's very anti-authority. I think he was Roman as well, and that was the big thing that he made the stories that like initially Medusa was just a monster, but he came up with the story that you know she was turned into a monster. By Athena, you know, and some say that it was for protection, so no man would ever touch her again. And but you know, in the story, she was just a monster. She was just a gorgon. And yeah, Zayats gets touched, a nightmare for him. And Nefrit, well, Charlie, he's picking up a good couple of last hits here. He's nearly top of the net worth.
Okay, now you gotta abuse Zeus ults, guys.
So not really suffering against this Brewmaster early on.
No, that's what I'm doing. Okay. By the way, I didn't come here to watch Dota. I came here to hear about Greek mythology. So, if you got more, you keep them coming. Unfortunately, I don't speak for the audience, and some of them are like, no, we want to see El Classico.
Yeah, history lessons.
El Classico, where
they pop up every so often. We don't get full lectures here. It's just when there's a bit of time between. So, back to the game as S4.
How do you look at skill point? You know, he's got one each. Depending on what he wants, he'll put another one. And if you guys want more Greek stories, just subscribe to Robin Roll's Twitter.
Yeah, if that's what the people want, if that's what they want me to change my Twitter into, I can just go back and because I had the horrible. Do you ever hear of the Horrible Histories series?
No.
Oh, it was these books that were meant for kids to teach them history, and I know I'm going off on another tangent, but it was what they said on the it was horrible histories, you know, like the Greeks, World War II, the Romans, World War I, and it was a way to make kids learn and not realizing they were learning because they were reading, and it was fun.
That's a good. I'll get them one day for my kid. By the way, Charlie went for an interesting idea. He has an Orb of Corrosion.
Oh, the dead shot back. You're going to be back into the calling now as well.
S4.
Into the right click. Does he have the chilling touch damage to get the kill here?
He don't have any damage. He's too fat.
Does come through. Inkswell. It's not going to be enough to get the kill here. And S4 gets back to that tier 1. And yeah, maybe goes for that second point here. Decrepify though. Did he get
I do need to brush.
Roll himself away on his.
Actually, overworking right now.
Barrel, whatever you want to call
Someone's on his $10. I'll end the stream instantly.
He might even have a rotation in from the Kunkka now as well. The right click's coming through. Clap onto Hanskin. Hanskin can get himself away from this one. We can't if he's X'd. The drag back into the turn, and Nefrit will pick up the kill. Charlie not even going to be able to avenge his ally now. Inkswell comes through. Stroke of Fate doesn't connect, and Nefrit, he's going to be back towards that tier 1 tower. Charlie not wanting to dive that one.
Yeah, I want to go back to this point I was going to say about Orb of Corrosion. It's an interesting item for Charlie because it's not
trailer. Good thing you can check out the schedule.
It's an item designed to help you win the lane. Yeah. So when you buy it, you're kind of saying, if I'm not going to win the lane, I should be going for kills. I've seen a lot of like PA picks it up or maybe like a bunch of heroes. But anyway, if you
they still not use Zeus ult when that's what you abuse when you have mid Zeus.
Value out of it because not especially like an where it's still useful later on.
Pro team.
It's not Hand of Mice or Radiance. So I wonder what Charlie's going to be doing with this Orb of Corrosion.
I guess it means that, like you say, you can run heroes down. If you get on top of them, you can run heroes down. It helps you proc the Ghoul Frenzy. And right-clicks onto Nefrit now as well. I mean, Nefrit is level 6, so he has that split if he gets into too much trouble. But obviously, you don't want to be using that early on super defensively. You want to be using it to get a quick gank out and then get yourself away.
Hey, my daughter's up.
Charlie wants to
Do we make it?
This is
1900? Holy shit. People thought the climb was over. Quick climb, 200 today.
Is he going to pick the bounty on the way out?
Still climbing like a god.
Yeah. Silence.
Okay, here's a Zeus ult. Zeus ult coming in.
But Kunkka had already TP'd into this one. A lot of
That's it.
coming through. Connecting him with a boat as well. Blood grenade.
Oh my god. Oh, they got him.
Silence. It will be enough in Hanskin. He picks up the kill. Meljoul, even with his double damage rune, will be able to turn around. And S4 has a salve to heal him up. But Meljoul has to back himself away all into the trees here. Thunder God's Wrath did get used. Nefrit's going to get low. Does he get right click down? Clap comes out. Charlie pops that rage. And Nefrit now. Cinderbrew comes out as well. Charlie going to be taking the damage. But
oh my. Oh no. He's going to die now. Oh, cringe. Cringe.
It comes out and he gets the kill split. Well,
cringe. Wait, how did he not die though?
That absolutely perfectly there to get the kill onto Charlie.
That's astoundingly good by Nefrit.
Yeah.
Oh dear, they might lose Shigetsu again.
Dragon Tail into the Ignis. Well, yeah, Shigetsu.
Okay, okay.
Back him up, and not enough. No one charges left here as well, and the blast from the Hanskin will be enough to get the kill there.
He had raindrop.
He did have teammates getting close, but not.
Oh, thank God! The replay. He's got raindrop.
The moment he uses Infest, by the way, he kind of said, "Okay, that there's no real chance," because he had raged earlier.
Raindrop.
Wait, but it's not really. I'd say a misplay from Charlie, but he was very, very eager for that kill. Nefrit, he played him really well.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
could be in a little bit of trouble now. Did he want to get close? Does he actually have the mana for an Inkswell as well as S4? He's just tanking up the creeps. He's trying to put pressure onto this tier 1 tower. The rotation coming through. Hanskin, he's just camping up here now as well. They've said that Lifestealer, he can move into the jungle, or he's got that lane, but we want to be taking down this tier 1 tower. Maldi trying to move himself away. S4 not going to be able to catch up with the Inkswell.
Ronnie Coleman, here I come.
He's wasting S4's time a little bit, but S4, he has that dragon form. We'll pop it now. Does he get in range for the dragon tail? It's Hanskin.
He really wants
to take down that tier 1 tower. Yeah, Maldi. He's taking S4
Maladi.
on a wild goose chase.
Milady.
Took him for a TP. Anything like this is Maldi the dragon.
Why is he going backwards like 3 times? Why is he doing that?
Maldi, he's going to run himself into a barrier.
Stop.
Here. He can't go any further than this. But how much time has he wasted onto this Dragon Knight? And now 3 heroes group up. Even Chuan getting involved into that one. And yeah, what, a good 30 seconds or so?
I feel like that's a lot. Meanwhile, Charlie. It should be. Oh, he has the rage.
Thunder God's Wrath comes out. Nefrit, though, it's not going to be.
Oh, no.
Fiend's grip into the damage, into the bow.
Charlie.
That is well worth for Navi. I want to say something, which is that the Grimstroke Soulbite is super good this game. Double Decrypt 5, double Love the Drain, but also the Zeus. Double Arc and double Bolt. Especially the Arc, you can get like a volley of 2, possibly even 3 if you get that off very early. Like that's a huge amount of damage. Of course, double Dragon Tail is also really good.
Gulp.
So, really good Grimstroke game. And Zayak, he finds him.
Zayak's, yeah, just pops that Nightmare, tries to walk himself away from the Inkswell, just gets out of range now. His teammates Torren into the right.
Yeah, but here comes the team. Hello, you've overextended.
The one that picks that kill up, and
S4
TP'd
you've
into
overextended.
The split coming out now as well. Charlie's going to be here, trying to get the right click onto Meljoul. Meljoul, he pops that blade mail, the damage onto Chuan. Chuan, can he get that jump away? Ball the toss, it is going to be enough to get the lockdown. X marks the spot, the damage coming out onto the Zeus. The Zeus trying to play around the high ground. Meljoul trying to get in range for the right click, and the damage isn't going to be enough. Nefrit, he's going to be able to get the kill, but Meljoul, he might go down in return. So a mid laner for a mid laner, and Charlie will be the one to pick up that kill.
The Hour of Corrosion paying off for Charlie, just stays on top of the Kunkka the entire time. Does the damage. He also goes for Hand of Midas, which if you're a Lifestealer, attack speed is basically damage, although not exactly. You still want actual
What is
damage.
this replay about?
It's still 2 for 1 trade because they get Pablo, then they get Chien, and then they lose Melaju. It's not a big deal for Navi. They still walk away fairly happy. Look at Charlie, just on Melaju the entire time. Well, eventually.
Yeah, like I said,
entire
that
time
lane for the mid lane, as looks like back in the live game, we do have a fight going on here. Did they get the kill into Maldi? They do, but it looks like Maldi already traded off 4 Hanskin, so he gets a little bit of XP before he dies. Or Zayat's Dragon Tail does come through. Did they get the kill onto him? He's trying to use the Brain Sap Nightmare to keep himself alive now as well, and it looks like the Bane might just be able to float himself away from this one. Meljoul backing him up just in case there's any extra aggression here, but Zayat just says, I brought you.
Please remember that these are pro players you're watching.
You farm up, you be happy.
So naturally, you want to understand the plays they make sometimes.
He just walks away.
Trying to become true. He's right.
And Pablo just trying to get some defensive wards down. It looks like maybe some D-warding here. Brewmaster does have the Hand of Midas. 1 charge on that, but again, it does go up to 2 charges now, so you don't get a loss of efficiency if you don't use it straight away.
And Charlie, he changed his mind from the Radiance to the Minus. I don't know if he's still going to go for Radiance. I would like to see that. I look at Navi and I'd be like, you guys probably don't want really extended fights. You can also infest a big creep. So you can
This
dodge
guy.
the blast. Chuyen.
El Trashico.
So it's safety. Oh,
His arms was
Zayak.
raised there for the X marks the spot. Yeah, Zayats can't get in range either. Pablo still trying to, again, maybe offer some protection here. It's even going to be the rotation up from the Dragon Knight. So, let's see. Nefrit, yeah, just going to use the Hand of Midas and not queued anything up just yet. But I would imagine it's going to be the Radiance here for the for the Brewmaster.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna, I mean, he has the build. He's ready for it. Shigitsu is only on Maelstrom. He did die back to back at some point.
Pablo
so
looks athletic.
not the best
Shaka
thing for
Schwan.
him.
Put a picture of yourself so we can all ridicule you as well. And make fun of any
Sounds tough,
problems you
but
have.
The Phantom only takes two
If you're a man, that is.
So, Soulbite Unleashed, he's still going to be able to get the split off now as well.
Pause the
He's got
picture
use
right
put
now.
out To the Dragon Knight. S4, he might have extended his
Oh, no, the
so
last
it's not
four.
going to be enough to get the kill. Oh, he was taking damage from the Phoenix, but even the Third of God's Wrath, it doesn't finish the job. Zayats carries on going here.
Oh
He's still
my
gonna be alive.
God.
Ice Blast onto. Did they get the kill onto the Zeus now as well? They have that life drain coming through. The Reckless, yeah. Nefrit and Malady, they're going to be able to pick up a kill each. And Hanskin, it looks like he's trying to run himself away, but the Ice Vortex for the slowdown. Any follow up from this
You
one?
don't have any pictures
Smart.
of
It's
himself.
gonna
You have a
actually be
phone.
the Kunka,
Don't you guys have a phone?
Dragging himself back, it looks like, to
Take
heal
a
up,
picture of
get
yourself on
himself
the phone and
back
post it
into
on
it. Was it? No,
Discord.
it was on
And take a
Shigitsu,
picture of your
just to
cock
get
as
healed back
well.
onto the ground.
Erect and
Check it out.
unerect.
See that when he goes for it, when they get Zayek, he's in the tree, he gets this great Fiend's Grip. If they could have used Thunder God's Wrath now, they could have been able to kill him. But I guess, like, Cycle, he could have done. Like, if you're playing Zeus, because he is low,
If you're above
Zayek's low on
18.
health, you need to Thunder God's Wrath at the beginning of the fight. Gives you vision of everyone, stops their blinks, and you can just land your spells off. So, Chien, that conservative spirit really caught them in that situation, really hurt them.
Yeah, and how then do they want to recover from this one? Because again, Navi, they break that first 10 kill barrier. Dragon Knight still going towards his Blink Dagger. Blade Mail is up. And yeah, I mean, the Blade Mail was doing work when, he's being Phoenix Grip. He's still got the Blade Mail going, trying to do the damage here. But like you say, because of that Cyclone, the Zeus just couldn't finish the job onto the Bane. And Alliance, they start to fall behind just a little bit. In terms of gold, the lifesteal is still top net worth, 1k in favor of Navi, so it's not a massive gap. But this is how the game starts off. Navi, they get more confident, they think they can take these fights, and they do.
Just
have
wait for Radiance, surely. Had he not died twice, it would have been such a free game.
Once they hit these power spikes, Alliance might struggle to play up against them in these fights.
But once Grimsword gets the Inkswell Shard, that's pretty good because you can dispel the Fiend's Grip. So that really does mitigate a lot. Charlie's very close to the Radiance, about 1,000 gold away from it. That'll help you out as well. That's because that is your strongest fighter. That's the guy you want in the team fight. He's not joining you right now. So once he does join, your situation might chase. Nefret doesn't have his ultimate for about 10 seconds. And he's very fast. This is one of the things we said. Is that DK feels tanky, but Brewmaster feels really durable. Like that speed really adds up.
Yeah, he just runs himself away, drops a Cinder Brew in front of him there as well, and just gives the old walk away. Yeah,
he's a jolly guy. He's very happy. And a couple of Van Braces coming out here. Shigitsu, quiet game, like we said, 0, 2, and 2.
That's Matt against
not his game like
Lifestealer.
Where he's getting 3 man.
Lifestealer can't hit her, but he's got free BKB.
Every game. Some games
you can use Ag's alter actually.
While your team does the heavy lifting.
Ag's Lifestealer counters are so hard.
Mean, net worth wise, he's gonna be about 1,500 gold behind the Lifestealer, but he's already got the Maelstrom, so he's going to have that farm speed out with the Gunslinger procs there.
That's for manly mustache, it's pretty manly.
He's got the Dragon Lance for extra stats, the extra range as well for your attack. So I think if he gets himself involved in another couple of these fights, that it's fairly easy for him to catch up as long as he doesn't get picked off.
Nice word. By the way, the Navi ward's very aggressive. Do you see that? There's one next to the tier 2 bottom. There's one in the enemy jungle. Like they intend, or at least that kind of what we get, the idea that they plan to play on the Radiant side of the map, because you want to ward the places you want to play in. So we'll see.
And that's going to destroy them before BKBs.
Tier 1s mid and top. Either way.
Center streaming, thank you. I'm mid of the goal soon.
The Radiance. That's going to be a scary move.
Guys are getting extremely angry. Like, extremely, they're biting me.
We'll see here if they want to.
Unlike other people who
So
can
if they
stream
wanna
all
try and
day, I have
force something out, Charlie with
responsibilities.
Infest into S4.
The girls
Yeah, it
are
looks
also
like
getting
they
angry,
Try and take a fight here.
texting me.
As Meljul, is he going to be the furthest one forward? And they're going to actually go towards the right, towards the Tormentor area part of the map. And again, Tormentor is the no, even the Wisdom Rune's been taken.
He is
over. There's no
lazy.
Tormentor for a
Lazy,
minute
he
and a half
says.
still.
Oh,
He's gonna be able to get the
hold
jump
up.
She gets to. He's going to be way too far forwards now. The Nightmare try and keep him alive.
Easy.
It's going to be the Thunderbolt coming through from the Zeus, but now you have that.
Zeus
Tormentor
needs help,
right
yeah.
It's controlling
Oh
through
no,
everybody.
help
Ice
him,
Blast
please.
connects onto this one, Fiend's Grip onto the Zeus. They get the kill. Soulbind's going to be there as well. It wears off, and the silence onto the Brewmaster though. Brewmaster, do we have enough control?
Come
to get
on.
the kill off? He's
Just
gonna go for
call
split.
it.
He does. He gets it off just barely towards the end of his life. And now
Barely.
He's going to do what he can with the Inkswell. There's going to be the relife coming through from this Pugner as well. But
He's
gonna
alive.
have to get the kill here. You see that Nafret, he was low on the Brewmaster, so he's going to run himself away. Only 160 health left, and he still doesn't have that Radiance out either, so he's not going to be able to burn them down in that form. So, Navi, it's a 1-for-1 trade. It was a good commitment from
Where
Alliance,
was I?
and so many ultimates.
Lazy,
in
he
fact, I
said.
think
Someone
every
got in
ultimate
chat called me
apart
lazy.
from- Was he killing to Mali? Mali's going to try and go for the Glimmer Cape TPO.
Here I
In
work
fact,
every
he
day.
could just get himself out there as well.
Not
yeah.
a vacation
But
for
big
8
commitment from
years.
Navi, all the ultimates pop
Work
there
on
just to try and
weekends.
fight back
Lazy,
onto
he
that
says.
gank from Alliance.
A little bit surprising.
What a shame.
At the end of the day, though, like you trade.
Such
this is-
shame.
looks like Alliance had a great start. They jump on them, and you think, okay, this is gonna be a quick kill. But in the end, it's just a 1-for-1 trade. Navi, you're
And how predictable
you're
this
happy
chat
because you lost
work,
races,
they
but
say.
you're kind of okay with that overall. It's
As
not a
compared to
trade
what
where
you
go
do.
Like, oh, they won. It's just an even trade. And if they could
Clicking
have
buttons
killed
on a
Defrid, though,
computer,
that would have been amazing.
Watching YouTube when your
Yeah,
boss not
It
watching.
would have been a great pickup there. It delays that Radiance for a little bit longer here. Shigetsu just carries on farming. How did he... Go on.
I was gonna say Zeus is an interesting item build. Phylactery, Kaya,
Flipping burgers.
Jewels, and Chuan's
Cleaning
actually stuck
toilets.
here for a second.
Yeah.
Well, they do get Shigetsu
Ooh.
again. This is the 4th death from this game.
Yeah. And I think this is
You
what
watch
they were
YouTube?
maybe
Yeah, but I have to
lacking
like
last game.
super
Alliance, so
try
you
out
need to put
react
pressure early on.
to
You know,
them.
just
When you watch them,
really
you used to
run
like
at
relax.
Navi, like you say, they've got this draft that comes online a little bit
I have
later.
to like
but
do hard
you
work
have to get
reacting.
there first. And if your carry is spending more
I'm
time
transforming the
dead
content.
than alive here, I don't even know if you get to that late game, how scary the Mortis is. I don't know if you get to that.
Alliance actually
if
gonna
you just
win.
cannot find the farm.
That's a Wisdom Rune for Alliance. Pretty big. You get kill Shigetsu, you take that heavy Wisdom Rune. They have everything indoors.
Stronger.
But they probably will. And Alliance looking very solid at this stage of the game, I gotta say.
Yeah. So, if you're Navi, how do you get the control back in this game?
I do a
What can you
quick
do to
Roche.
make yourselves feel comfortable here?
I think
Pretty
Navi
weak
can take
Roche.
the 5-on-5. It's not impossible for them. The network is basically the same. They have decent heroes and Chu Yan.
Oh, yeah, drag back here.
Yikes.
Corn comes out there as well, right on top of the torrent. Ice Blast is going to be enough to get the
Oh.
kill. Maybe the Zeus
Malaysian
comes
mid.
away, and the Soulbind. It's going to be
Malaysian
slowing down here.
mid.
The chase coming
Oh,
out
dear.
from the Kunka. They want to try and get on top of him, and Nefrit with that chase. Are they going to be able to get this Zeus kill? Zeus torrent.
Oh,
gonna be
wow.
actually on the mark, and the dead shot even misses as well. So Hanskin is going to get a life drain coming out. It's going to be a lot of damage here. The torrent part going to be committed again, but they only get a kill onto the Pugner. At least this time they keep everybody on Navi alive.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Alliance is okay with this. It's like, yes, you lost one person, but the target was Chuyen, and so it's not the biggest deal. The problem is Navi doesn't heavy commit for these. Oh dear.
Oh, classic
Now-
S4 being out of
well,
position.
Now it feels a little bit worse.
Nah, it feels pretty bad.
Milady.
The
That
thing
guy
is,
looks like
Ice
Milady.
Blast and Ghost Ship, they're not the highest cooldown spells in the game. You know,
Yeah.
Ice Blast level 2 is what, 50? Ghost Ship is 75 now at all levels. It's not a lot. So even if you only get a support, you're ready to fight in about a minute.
Yeah.
I was never picked off when I played pro.
Alliance. Do they want to, again, carry on getting aggressive here? While they've got that advantage here, Zayat's going to be taking a lot of damage from the Tormentor. Does he have to walk himself away? It looks like he does. He just needs to get himself out of range, but it is going to be Zayat that gets that shard, keeps his life as well. So maybe a little bit of an extra gift as Chuan. He's going to be
Hello,
chase that
Ronnie
Target,
Coleman.
getting himself away. The TPs are coming in. The Ice Blast, though, it looks like it's going to be off the mark. He's just trying to delay for as long as possible. It is on to the lifesteal here. Pablo just goes
For me,
TP
I
out
think
and
that
Nefrit
streaming is a
always
job,
gets to go with that one. So
and if Bulldog stopped doing his job, a lot of people here would have no lives.
Chuyen builds on the Zeus, by the way. I know he's got Phylactery.
True.
I think,
Yes,
Kai's
it's
on,
always
so it's a
right.
good mixture of like damage and ways to stay alive, especially the Yules. If you get Xmar, you can sort of time it in the right way. But what else is he going to go for after? Is it Aether Lens for range? Aghanim Scepter? Is he going to go for the right click build? which I'm not a fan of. But
Me, when I'm done streaming, I go hit the gym and stuff like that.
only one way to
Clubbing.
find
You
out,
watch
another
streams for
watch
entertainment.
the
That's
game.
really cringy to me.
I don't
Really
mind that. I mean,
cringy.
the Zeus later on.
Watching
right, you pick it up when
streams.
you've got all your items anyway.
What
you
the
can
fuck?
kinda pick up the the shard and kind of deal, and then go for that kind of right click maybe a little bit later on. So it. Go on.
No, I was gonna say it's pretty good for farming, by the way. It's like you don't have to expand your mana. Oh
Yep.
well, Zayak, they're gonna be farming him now.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
silenced up, no way to keep himself alive with it. The brain sap, no nightmares, nothing like that. Didn't even have the Fiend's Grip because they did use it on the S4 kill. And it's... Oh, they're going to be able to get the jump onto Malady now again. And Malady going to go down here. Glimmer Cape comes through. They've got the life drain. They've got the sentry down. And it looks like, does he just barely get out?
Oh, here comes Charlie.
Not going
Boom.
to connect as well. Ice Blast does come through and connects onto Charlie. But again, no follow-up here from the side of Navi. So they're going to let this one go. And it's only a 10-second at all levels now from that Frostbite. And Navi, they're losing heroes on the board every time Alliance comes forward.
This is kind of scary for them. If Navi gets close to the enemy base, they can shred it. There's a Life Stealer, there's a Dragon Knight, and there is a Pugna as well. So they can take buildings really fast. Navi's got to find a way to push them back if they want to stand a chance to win this game. So far, though, the people who they've been losing have been the supports. And it's not even a big deal, Your supports have actually got decent farm. And both A and B don't even need that much farm to do their job.
That was misspelled.
Don't need anything else. B, anything items.
Citizen.
S4.
Citizen.
Yeah, quick blink away, quick fingers there. And
I wrote it in such anger,
going towards
start
his BKB
controlling
after
myself.
the blink blade mail. He did slip down the net worth.
When you get angry, you do things you can't explain.
Navi, 3 out of the top 4 going their way. And Lifesteal, though, still at the very top, about 3,000 gold. Yeah, really big gap, though.
Oh, and Bane's going for the Aghanim Scepter. So I believe this creates a copy of Bane, 2 copies that also Fiend's Grip, and each one, if one of them they get hit, they get immediately removed, which you think is an easy thing, but it's actually a lot harder than usual in a fight.
Yeah, reduces the Fiend's Grip cooldown to 45 seconds as well.
I know that part.
So it's yeah, and the illusions take 200% incoming damage and immediately die if they are interrupted. So not if they take damage, but if
Bulldog has an interesting gym. It's called Anno 1800.
Yeah, okay. They have their ways on Alliance, but what they don't have the way of is seeing that Navi are doing Roshan and
Shit looks really stupid.
And to be fair, it's also it's pretty. I mean, Bane is one of the supports who farms really badly.
Yeah,
like his ability to farm is pretty limited. So 4,200 gold, it should be pretty overpowered when he gets it.
And
you know what?
I'm just looking around the map, yeah, because Shield Rune there on the bottom part, but it feels like Alliance, they're playing, I want to say much braver than the last game, where they feel comfortable splitting up like this and, taking the farm and taking the fights. And Navi, it feels like they've still not hit that power spike where they're able to punish. So, yeah, the Navi, the objectives on the map, there's still tier 2 towers for everybody, but it feels like Alliance...
That's going to lose to the play so slow, man. What are they doing? AC against Miles, they just get the eggs.
I think Charlie's probably the strongest hero in the game right now. I'm looking at him. I mean, the net worth says that, but in general, it feels like he's going to be really scaling. And Alliance, they're putting all their eggs in their basket. And we mentioned this before. Alliance in general is a team that really likes to go late game. Like, they just
but always throw late game.
Being like, yeah, we'll just farm, we'll just wait, we'll go late game, we're comfortable. And Zeus goes for the +1 heavenly jump target. This is usually the less picked talent because you're not always going to be able to even get 1 heavenly jump target. So getting 2 is kind of like, okay. It's kind of like the Ember Spirit Searing Chains +1 target. It's like, how often do you get 2 heroes that you want 3?
Okay, Tormentor going to be taken from Alliance. I was looking at the Brewmaster's build. He's going for a Manta style, it looks like.
It makes sense. Decrepify and stuff. Yeah, you want to be able to remove it without having to commit the BKB every time. Okay, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. If you don't go eggs and life steal against Manta, I'm actually going to kill myself.
Got to be careful though. Dragon Knight does have that blink, has backup behind him, and Malady, he is on his own. Even that Glimmer Cape might not be enough to save his life.
My dog's getting really angry, guys. Can someone donate $10 to end the stream, please?
Lead for either side. Although Handskin, all Alliance, he is starting to farm up. He is catching.
Feel a bit overworked and tired. So anyone has $10.
I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? They split. They've got Hanskin getting a couple of kills. You know, he is getting involved. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world that the Dragon Knight is at the bottom of the core net worth. You know, because they are making it up, like you say, with Hanskin being able
Begging
to
for
find some
money.
farming, so.
Well, when you're struggling, that's what you have to do.
On
You
the
think
other
it's
hand,
easy?
though, it doesn't look good for Chuyen.
Well, why?
Like,
The
you
streamer
are
salary?
Zeus, this is a hero that definitely wants
And it doesn't matter
items.
how
A lot of
broke you
expensive
are. If you have time to
items,
watch Twitch,
upgrade, refresh,
you have
items,
$10.
I have to do what I have to survive.
So you have to be pretty damn farmed on the Zeus to reach your max potential. And he's not there yet. He's
Bought 2 packages of
2,000
Mina
behind the
cookies
Tinker.
from
Tinker just needs to
Pokemon.
get
Now I'm
something
struggling.
useful.
Yeah,
But at least there were 4 bags in each. I got 8 bags of
Like
cookies.
you get that 2 items, you pop off quite literally with a torrent storm coming through.
100 gram.
Sometimes
I.e.
it
3
is
cookies
just
per
enough to turn
bag.
the tide of the fight. Again, excuse the pun. But with the tidal wave coming through, you've got the torrent storm, tidebringer damage, and you've just got so much control that the enemy team, yeah, if they get caught out, if they get really unlucky in the torrent storm as well, you can get all 5 of them up in the air and just cleave them down before they can even react.
Turn the tide. Oh, come on. No. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't catch it the moment you said it. Not because, just because I was like...
And so obvious the line's going to win. They're going to pick the team for them win. Like, we all know it's going to
all
happen.
day, so that one slipped past. But Navi, they're smoked up. The Aegis is going to be with them for about a minute and 20 seconds. I think they've been kind of baiting Shigitsu.
So now, if he doesn't go back now, he's actually retarded. On Life
So
Stealer.
they're like, come on, somebody like jump on him.
Because Mud's going to BKB ult now and
Ignore
kill
the fact that
everything.
he has an Aegis. He's free. Go on him. You know, no risks.
But so far, Elias has not. They haven't been biting. They have smoke. They want to find someone else. Nefrit would be perfect if they can burst him down. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Jump and,
Muerta
he's
insta
got-
kill.
I mean, again, he has that Aegis, but what can they do with this one? It is going to be the burst on the
Okay.
Aegis. He has that BKB. He has the piece of veil
As
still
for
going
committing?
here. So S4, he's popped his own BKB, getting himself away from
Oh
this one,
no,
Charlie.
not
The
Pugna.
He's going to bring Hanskin at least back into the team. And now,
Double
well,
silence?
damage is going to be enough to get the kill. Hanskin to grab the fight. He's going to be run down as well by that Brewmaster.
Where the hell did Pugna
Also,
go?
the Panlin's not
How the hell
gonna
did
be
he
enough.
survive?
And a big commitment from either side. BKB's being used, Ultimate's being used. The
Big
first
win for
heavyweight hit
Alliance.
from Malady, and the Infest Charlie not going to be able to catch anyone. So it looks like both teams. Well, does it count? It's only support kill. No, Nefrit, yeah, being able to run Pablo down. So they get something from that, but that was Alliance jumping in. I suppose they do get the Aegis, though.
Yeah, it was expiring in literally 7 seconds. So now they use the Aegis the way they wanted to, and Alliance they get out of their hands a few seconds earlier. In the end, I think Navi's kind of happy just because you get a kill. You at least feel it. And remember, they did take a lot of map control as well with those towers. Although, in terms of towers, we're even. Each team with only 1 tier 2. Roshan is going to be up in 3 minutes, so we might be in for a leisurely pace of the game, or not.
Maybe.
Grip?
Fiend's Grip. Into
Oh,
the ice blast,
no.
The Fiend's Grip, they're going to be able to go into the piece of veil, right click down.
That's
to
for a
it.
little bit
So
out of
Shigetsu,
position.
Does he have the shard? He doesn't, so he's not going to be able to get the
Alright.
bonus from those 2 kills. But it's still a good setup for the kills. You know, does a lot of damage, and they.
What is he
pick
getting?
heroes now.
He's definitely getting
Navi,
eggs.
can they
This
move
is
through?
such
Can
a
they take any more
perfect
map
eggs
control away from
game.
Alliance?
That's pretty tough, losing Hanskin as well as for like that. And there you go. There's the piece of field. Like look at parting shot. That is a novel of a description. You know what I mean? Like, geez, I gotta learn. Like, look at how much.
I don't even know what eggs
you
that's
don't
on
have to
her.
learn that because literally nobody buys it, so you can just
Yes.
ignore it. Yeah.
She
And
shoots.
until someone buys it in a game and it looks absolutely broken, then everyone says the best thing. It's just like with Luna, the shard. Everyone's like, this shard is garbage. Then then people start
never-
picking it up.
Ronnie Coleman,
It's
here you come.
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
exact same
fucking
thing
racist,
with the
Bulldog!
Bloodseeker act,
Racist!
right? And then
That was different.
I'm not racist, not even slightly.
No, because before it used to do pure damage, 5% to
Speaking of
yourself,
racism,
and
Arch.
5% magic damage to the enemy. So you always took way more damage.
But
And
what the thing was, everyone thought it
Go
was
on.
garbage. Even when it got a little bit of rework, everyone still thought it was garbage. And then Yatoro picks it up, and everyone's going, "Oh my god, this is like the best Aghanim scepter in the game. How could we have not been picking this?" And it's like, yeah, Yatoro's
He's
just
going
like, "Yeah, I knew all along. What are
MKB.
you
Oh
talking
my
about?"
god.
oh, Nefred, does he know this? Does he know this all along?
Smoke breaks is going to be the next one. Did he
Right.
actually get the?
Oh, yeah.
What the f is going on?
He's trying to get himself away. He's going to be able to pop it and then immediately go.
Alright, just go next game.
So he's going to
Just go next
around.
game.
Cyclone comes out onto Chuan. Can he get himself away from these tidal waves and the torrent storms and everything? He's trying to bounce himself out, but the damage is going to be way too much.
Holy shit, that was that tunnel vision or was that intentional? I'm not sure.
His BKB was off the right clicks coming through from Shigetsu. Shigetsu's absolutely cleaning up here.
Here we go. Look at the damage. That was a full health. Okay, I'm done.
Double kill here for him, and Nefret on the triple kill. Grimstroke buys back, but nobody else alive here. X mark onto Melody.
Holy shit, and not even by Ags against that.
Try and take down a tier 3 tower.
Here's something that you have to think about for Alliance is that you might need Chien to get BKB. I've seen this for Team Spirit.
Just go ahead. I don't want to watch. The dogs won't be walked.
Like, not every time. When they pick
Okay, they did. Okay, dude.
I've seen him go like Bloodstone, BKB, Zeus, and just charges in with the shot. And he's like, yeah, I can
nice
BKB
replay.
Look at him. They try so hard to keep him alive with everything. He still dies. And it's not the team's fault. It's no one's fault. It's just that this is the enemy team's got amazing catch. You're not running away. Jump. Ogre Seal Tournament. 4 staff are not enough. You gotta get BKB. There's no other answer.
What is still so retard, hero?
And what did they get? They did get a tier 3 tower from that. In fact, they're going to try and get a tier 2 here on the top lane. To clarify disarm here onto the Brewmaster. The Brewmaster no split for 40 seconds now. He pops himself away with the Ogre Seal Totem, so creates a bit of distance. But does he still go down? 4 staff.
Oh my god!
And now the Ice Blaster as well onto Hanskin. Did they get the kill to the Pugna? Pugna, yeah, and Chien. He gets caught out. Another Torrent Storm, and more damage stacking up, and still the Brewmaster lives. And Brew, he might not be
I'm done, guys.
Want to come back into this one?
We're
the
done.
Ice Vortex
Do you want to watch the rest? Go watch the main stream.
Cold Feet, do they have the damage? Pops his BKB, trying to get himself away, but
this is
war. BKB, it's going to be wearing off. They've got the damage, they've got the kill. They might even be able to go to Charlie. Charlie, even with the Pierce of Veil, Reckless coming through, and Charlie, he has to pop the rage and run himself away.
Oh man, and we were seeing the problem, right? The Zeus is just so vulnerable. We were seeing, and he's most of your damage. Even if Zeus doesn't have items, it's fine. You can still do a lot of damage, but like Nefret is so hard to bring down. They try to go for him. Chien, like he just walks in, they immediately spawn. They're like X mark, bring him back. So
remember to click the subscription button, but that's not good enough. You gotta click the bell. Click the bell. You gotta also click the bell and thumbs up.